Year?
Yeah, so for HUT this year, what's new to the mode? We wanted to really
Поехали, Хат.
add new ways to play the game, and hearing from fans, I know Player Friend was one of the most requested features. So happy to say that's back in. We had some new functionality, so we'll get to that in a moment.
There's a really big feature with the Player Friend that I'd love to check out. Show everybody.
Yeah, it's you know what? It's a small feature, but talking to game changers,
this is like my favorite thing, honestly.
The Play Friend?
Yeah, Play Friend and like the features for it, I love it. It's my favorite thing. I was so excited when that was added.
And so other than Player Friend, like I mentioned, focusing on new ways to play the game. We can kind of highlight it now, but single player seasons, being able to, it's really for those guys that either want more variety, in their game mode experience, or those new players looking to, they've heard about HUT, they've heard about why the mode is so fun and engaging, and they want to get into it, but they don't want to necessarily play online. Then single player seasons is where they want to start. So, we want to go into that right now, or how do we?
It's up to you, honestly.
All right.
Keep going, yeah.
Yeah. Just keep going.
Let's take a look at Rookie, for example. So the basis of single-player seasons is essentially a tournament engine underneath. So those who've played on Xbox 360 or PS3 will understand that feature very well. It was also one of the, it's kind of 50-50 of the community. It was like a lot of people want the tournaments back, but also a lot of people understood that tournaments weren't very popular, kind of split the community in terms of seasons and tournaments. So with single-player seasons, what we're able
Кнопка
to do
«Окончить сезон». Что-то новенькое.
is that tournament flavor, being able to allow the community to build more interesting teams. So for this one, there are no entry requirements. But for example, a lot of the guys will remember in the past is okay, you can't have more than 3 goal players, or you have to have exactly 5 Swedish players. Things like that. When we go live, the live team will start putting together more and more interesting tournaments and offline seasons that's built around a lot of our content that we're rolling out throughout the year. So personally, I'm quite excited about it because
Сука, 10 лямов, бля.
more interesting teams, but allows us to also make playing offline more interesting. So right here, for example, how it works is it's basically a 10 game schedule for now. That's obviously tunable based on how well that works. But we set offline opponents based on difficulty rating. So each tournament, if you will, in offline single player seasons, will have a difficulty rating based on the team schedule that you're playing. So basically, you're going through the schedule, you're playing the team, and much like the online season structure, you're trying to promote yourself up the ladder. So in a nutshell, that's pretty much it in terms of coin rewards for playing. That's very similar. Those familiar with seasons, again, you'll see the division bonuses for promotion and achieving the division title. So that'll feel very familiar. And then there's some, we haven't played it yet, but tracking your single player season stats. So without going, so I won't go into the game right now because I want to give a chance. I want to give a chance to have Eddie show us his the team that he wants to go. If we want to go to that, since we do have a VIP here. So I'll hand it over.
Have you played some HUT, Eddie?
I've only played it on FIFA.
Yeah.
I haven't played it here.
We're gonna go club?
You want to go edit lines?
Oh, we want to
Форс
spell your
85, да ну нахуй.
starting lineup? Is that what we're doing here?
Yeah, Kessler's not going in there for sure.
Who's your, so if you were making your ultimate team of existing current players in the NHL, who's your starting center? Who's your starting left wing? Who's your starting right wing?
Well, I'll probably have Crosby in there.
Yeah. Should we build that right now?
Yeah. Let's go to line 1 and see who you want to put in that slot.
Oh, line 1. There we go.
So put Crosby at center.
Yeah.
92, сука.
Who's on your wings?
Who's a player you least like seeing come down the wing?
You'll see.
Заебись, блядь.
There's a lot of comments about lower overalls in Hockey Ultimate Team. If you maybe want to elaborate about that.
Yeah, so so you guys have seen the ratings a bit here. It's not all lower per se. The context for that is, yes, the rating, there's some subtle differences between the offline and what you see here in
The
HUT.
left line.
And the reason, the reason
yeah,
for that is
yeah.
because the overall system is actually calculated differently in HUT. Most obvious, there's 6 main categories in offline versus the 5, so the attributes are weighted differently. So that's the key thing. Is that
Oh, search. There we go.
that explains the difference.
Саня.
And then also for those 6 categories, there's underlying stats. So there's 30 plus stats with skating, shooting, agility, etc. And those are calculated differently.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna put Ovechkin on the left wing.
I mean, at the end of the day, what will matter most to our fans is knowing that on the ice they'll play the same.
They'll play the same. So they're basically the same cards, like the same statistics
Yeah,
as
same
offline
players.
play.
Yeah.
The overalls are just different.
Yes, that's correct.
Okay. Yeah. Who's on your side?
by
Okay,
the
this side?
same
Yeah.
by the same token, when we do increase their stats during the year with Team of the Week or Player of the Game, etc., we are increasing their base stats as well. So then they're playing obviously better than their base game player.
Plus, with this, I mean, there's more room to add more special cards as well.
How about,
Yes.
Because I know Crosby was a 96 last year, and there was multiple releases of 99s.
Yeah.
So now there's a lot more
I'm gonna
room.
keep myself.
Yeah.
Keep yourself.
Yeah,
yourself.
and that's I'm talking over you here, buddy.
Oh,
so
sorry.
The
What's the
second
Ds?
thing as well is the just the color balance. In terms of, like you mentioned, having a 96, starting with a 96 rated Crosby in terms of the value of then other Crosbys that we create throughout the years is not as great. So
R1.
yeah, like with now he's rated 92, the highest rated player in the game along with Carey
Oh,
Price.
the DS up
Then
there,
we
I
now
didn't see
have
it,
more
that's
room
why.
for the economy to have more Crosbys.
What do you think, you and Lou? Hold it down?
Yeah.
Шару, 85 шара, бля.
Then I'm gonna get some
Лоханули,
Swedish
бля.
spice on it. It's basically a forward anyway.
90, бля.
Where's Eric Carlson?
Весело будет. Бля, или с 84.
No, I think I forgot him. You know what? I'll just go with Drew Doughty. I was thinking Eric Carlson or PK.
Or PK?
Yeah. That's a good lineup though.
That's solid, yeah.
I don't know what the goalie's doing. And then I go back.
Yeah, we're gonna go game. What's
Yeah, actually, the game users have been asking me about the packs and reopening packs on the stream.
probably want to see Eddie opens back?
Yeah, you wanna rip open some packs?
Yeah,
It's
for sure.
probably the most one of the most entertaining parts of. Sorry.
You got a lot of coins.
Yeah.
Coins this
Oh
man.
yeah, let's open some mega packs.
Can we rest injured players and heal them without using healing cards?
И все?
I know.
Открыл
so,
пак так что?
First off, fans have been
my buddy,
asking for
Victor.
a couple of years now.
Oh, there you go.
That was something that we had tried to get in, but we weren't able to. It's something we'll look into, but you'll still have to use injury cards.
So you have to use training cards.
Yes.
What about goalie fatigue? Because I know you didn't have to use goalie fatigue this year, like a card.
Yes.
So is
Yeah.
that the same?
Yep. That's the same. So you can rest your goalie on the bench.
Okay.
And he'll regain.
I need goalie training for myself. Probably need that one
That's a good
too.
jersey. just quick sell the rest and open it back.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Click L3. Oh, just click it L3 here.
Не знаю, что тыкать.
Where's the quick sell? Yeah. There you go. So open the pack. see what we get.
You're bound to get a 88 rated player. That's
Nice.
Бля, что они так по-уебищному открываются?
You're gonna run out of points soon.
there you go.
Oh, look at that.
Hank?
I'm adding Hank.
Burr?
I'm selling Burr.
There are no duration cards this year, correct?
That's correct.
There are still training though.
Yes. So there's a good reason for that, and I know I've heard
Oh,
kind
yeah,
of both sides
так и было,
argument, but where we're coming from
Goalie
is
training.
when we talk about I know we've talked about even playing field a lot with the EA Sports Hockey League, but it's one of the reasons why we took it out is because people users were doing +9, and then 15 game. And it just didn't feel right. So the game became okay. I'm going to train lower rated players, potentially AHL, CHLers. And, that didn't feel like the way to play HUT when we talked to especially like the game changers. So that's why we kept training, which is still compelling for a lot of our users, but removing the imbalance, if you will, for the duration.
I think that really lowered the overall. Really lowered the the prices of like the higher overall players as well.
Yeah,
think the
and to be honest, it's just the excitement in the economy.
Yeah.
Let's do one more.
It makes those cards much more valuable.
One more?
Yeah, let's do one more.
Давай еще последний.
Eric Carlson can pop up.
Yeah.
Shattenkirk.
Who would be
Gary,
your
I'm adding Gary.
Чуть по башке отрезаешь.
who'd be your ultimate team of all time, present and former players?
Wow. How long do I have?
Педрилы, играйте уже, сука.
Well, you gotta pick one per position.
I'd take Force Grants
Yeah.
or Sunbeam.
Force
I'm kind of
favorite player for sure. Gretzky.
Yeah.
What else do I need? You know what? I'm probably gonna throw Ovechkin in there too.
Yeah.
Probably have Lidstrom
Yeah.
and Bobby
Yeah.
and Penisola, goalie.
Solid team.
Yeah.
Can't go wrong. Do we wanna hop into player friend?
Yeah, you can go show that. A lot of people are asking for a game as well too.
Okay.
I'm gonna get very good at this before it comes
Yeah,
out.
seriously.
I'm the guy to play.
You have a copy tonight, so
Here's a good question. Can you replace your starter goalie with a backup goalie in game?
No, not right now.
Нет, во время игры не сможете менять вратаря на запасного.
Again, much like the.
So I never play or what?
Sorry.
I never play or what?
You're starting goalie.
you start yourself. You're good.
Start yourself. Sorry, like the injury healing feature. That's something that's higher on the list.
Okay.
Движок игры не позволяет менять вратаря.
So
Тяжело это.
How are we doing for time? Do we want to hop into a game right now
Maybe do like 1 or 2 periods.
against the CPU?
So before going, I know you mentioned
Yeah.
invite friend. So we brought the feature back. I know a lot of you use this to play custom leagues and whatnot. Some of you have especially the game changers have really told me the importance of this.
Yeah.
So one of the cool things that we decided to throw in there this time around are entry requirements. So I mentioned earlier with the tournament stuff, a lot of people find that really interesting way to play, challenge your friends, not just with the top players in the game, but like, hey, let's play all CHL players or something like that, right? So this is really kind of a first taste of what we're able to do. So scrolling through quickly here, you're able to set the stuff like team star ratings, no trained players, no players from NHL, and you're able to set up multiple requirements this way, up to 3.
Mm-hmm.
And then you can send the invite to a friend, and they can choose whether or not to accept it.
Mm-hmm.
So if you're up to the task, and your buddy's like, hey, you know what, I want to play with no NHL players, no boosted players. Let's just play on bronze. That's something you can do.
That's awesome. I love that. Can't wait to use that this year.
To be honest, this is one of the interesting pieces that probably the game changers don't even know is this is something we added later on. So at first we're like, you know what, the base minimum we want to get the mode back in. That was going to be the priority. But actually one of our engineers came to me and was like, would we want to bring this in? I'm like, oh yeah. And then when I told the game changers, they're like, love it. So again, I'm super excited. That's one of the things we're able to put in for launch.
Ну чё
Any
молчим?
more questions before we want to jump in the game? Or?
I think you should hop in the game, and then
Okay.
if I get any more questions, I'll just throw them out there.
Cool. You.
Perfect. See if you
Давай,
can
Эдди,
scrape a line.
покажи
You're
класс.
2-0 right now?
I got all the lines already, right?
Yeah, you're set. You're good to go.
Taco time.
I'm getting a lot of questions about the returning user bonus. If you maybe want to elaborate a little bit about it.
Yeah, so very much, kind of the same overall system as previous years. What we'll see this year is, what I like to say is slightly better value. So in the past, what I mean better value is, you would get gold packs that may or may not have, say duplicates, for example, mixing in some gold common players. This year, we kind of changed the pack structure a bit by giving you higher value packs. So really, what it comes down to is more rare content, more rare consumables, better chance at rare players. So I mean, hopefully that, and that's coming directly from feedback from the community as well as the game changers saying, hey, look, overall, I'd rather have to open fewer packs and get better content, and that's exactly what we've done.
So the cards that are going to be in the returning user bonus, are they tradable or non-tradable?
Tradable.
They are going to be tradable. Okay.
My players are just flying. Kess is gonna score now.
Without even blinking.
Okay, Ray, thank you. Puts one on. Turned aside.
Все то же самое. Те же глюки.
While I'm waiting for some more questions, I'll just go over this again. We are doing some giveaways today. Okay, we got an Elgato capture card.
You're on rookie mode.
We have some Astro 840 headsets and some copies of NHL 16 that you guys can win. All you have to do is go on Twitter with the hashtag NHL16Twitch. That's all you have to do to enter in, and we will randomly select some winners there.
I should win on this level, right?
You should win on, yes, you should win on rookie. Yeah. Look at that line. Pearls, Horvat, and Jagger.
Chew stomping the puck. Oh,
Oh,
Куда он ее делал?
didn't like someone on the bench.
Ray, keep the top on your coffee cup down there. And he throws it in, hopes of getting it back.
Will a player like Eichel possibly make an appearance in Hockey Ultimate Team this year?
So same it goes for the main game as well. Obviously we don't have him in the game because of in the NCAA. But at any chance we can get to add, especially a player of his caliber, that's something we'd like to do. But it's not a guarantee. Right?
Yeah.
So just like everything we do in HUD, it's really meant to mimic as close as possible the authenticity and what goes on in the real world. So I definitely, and the team as well, we talked about this, definitely want to get him in the game.
Yeah.
If anything, I'd be curious to see what his rating is.
Steve's rating? I think it'd be pretty high, honestly. I'd say low 80s. If I would guess, I'd say low 80s.
That wouldn't be unreasonable.
It's the first line. Picked him.
Your team taco looks good.
Two D-man scored a goal so far.
Will the face scans from the rookie showcase make it in the game?
Oh, from Rookie Showcase? No,
Yeah.
there's a process that we have to go through to get those in, and again, for us to be as authentic as possible, we'll see what we can do. But for the most part, we should consider those for NHL 17.
Бля, вот он ездит. Пиздец. Что-то еще хуже стал.
Guess I'm playing against you.
You're not leaving until we play again. So.
Do we need to switch this to a versus game?
Yeah. We're going to change the whole flow.
See? I waited for traffic on the net.
Yeah, that's good, right? Good patience.
So after this, we're just gonna play one period, and then we're gonna hop into be a GM, okay?
Yeah, sounds good. Can you get 10 goals in one period on rugby?
Is that good?
That would be good if you could do that.
The guys that are watching can probably get 25.
You definitely have the team to do it.
You got the team.
Kessler's gonna score now. Beast mode. No.
Do you have one kind of lasting memory of your time in Vancouver? Like one moment sticks out more than the rest?
There's probably 3 different ones. I would say my first home game was one of those.
Yeah.
When I played Carolina.
Yeah.
Then when we made the playoffs this year, the home game against LA was just like unbelievable atmosphere and
Yeah.
everything. It was just so much fun. And,
Yeah.
and then obviously the first 2 playoffs game was just so much fun as well.
Yeah.
Okay. Can you view other players' teams through the leaderboards?
Right now we don't have the functionality. So I know on Xbox 360 and PS3 they did.
Are the Legends gonna be back?
That's a good question. So without sharing too much of the details, I can't give specific names, but yes, definitely Legends was actually pretty exciting time for us, especially last year with both the number and quality. But yes, look forward to definitely something we want to do with Legends this year.
Awesome.
Nicely done with the interception. Moving into Liverpool. Right into the slot.
Getting better. Warming up for you.
Yeah. You're getting close.
3 goals in
3 goals in
minute
it's going to be
08.
tough though.
I get it. Our 23 face-offs, that's the biggest problem. Oh. Yeah, it is going to be tough.
Do we get packs or coins for collections?
Packs.
Is it similar to last year?
Yeah, very similar last year. Obviously, every year when we look at new players,
Slow.
overall player ratings and the makeup of each team, how difficult it is to get access to those players, we take that into account. So overall, the structure is the same, but we have obviously had to tune some of the teams in terms of the amount of packs that you get, just based on
It's pretty good.
the shuffle. For those of you that like to complete silver collections, I'd be happy to hear we've increased the number of packs that you get for those, because I mean, obviously the silver players are hard to come by because of supply, but and so that's one of the things that we took into account as well when we're tuning. So I guess GM moves up.
Yeah, thanks, Glenn.
Okay. Thank you,
I'm
Eddie.
happy to be
Thank you.
The GM.
Good job.
Вали отсюда.
Boys are back.
Boys are back.
So these guys are going to run through some BGM stuff. We figured
Ты в хат?
now that you're no longer a Canuck, we maybe go through BGM with the Canucks and see what kind of player morale commentary you have for us, or maybe don't have for us.
So as we load out here, I'll quickly jump into BAGM. I'll quickly go over some of the new fun things we have in there, such as player morale.
That's Will's job, though. It's nothing to do with it.
Yeah.
In BAGM, we allow you to also edit lines and all that kind of stuff.
That's awesome.